Hello, everybody. We are back with another episode, or not episode, another video stream. Yeah. All right. I'm excited because the emotes that I commissioned a while ago are now finished. I added them all to the top so you guys can see all of them in their adorableness. Got a Pookie Rip, got a Pookie Heart. We got a hello and goodbye emote. Got like a evil mastermind, like Pookie's got a plan, and then we got a sleeping emote. I just think they're all adorable. I've already used some of them in my own chats because I found out you can actually use Twitch emotes in like iPhone or iMessage or whatever the Apple texting app is. So that's kind of cool. But anyways, so they are sub emotes. But for those of you that are subbed, I hope you enjoy them and yeah, free to use them now. So. But as for today's stream, I really didn't have anything special. I'm kind of burning out on ideas. I'm actually might take most of the week off after this, because I know that this weekend I'm heading home for like the quarter break of the semester or of the year, and my desktop's here. I really don't feel like lugging it back home for 4 days to try and fit a couple streams in. So I'm probably just gonna take some days off, and then it's also a lot of midterms this week. Today was light, and I don't have a whole lot of homework tonight, but I got tests the next few days. So I did want to let you guys know that I'm probably going to be taking just like a week off, and then I'll be back trying some new stuff. Hopefully, we'll have some news on 1.5.1 by then. What's getting fixed, what I can look for or watch out for, and maybe just try and refine a team for the Temtem CS a bit further. I still don't have any solid ideas. I'm still playing around with the target rep idea. I threw Auhi and Momo back on there, and it still feels pretty good. It's still situational though. I feel like the more meta of a team I face, the less of a chance I have. And I'd say the two weaker Tems. It's still like these three slots, or these two slots for sure, I'm not sure about. But even Gario, I'm not quite sure. Its speed tier is so much slower than everything else. It combos so well with target rep on Obi, but if Obi gets banned, it's just kind of awkward type coverage. Because it can't kill Inky before Inky threatens anything I have. And in fact, since it takes neutral damage from Inky, Inky still just smacks it. I think before I had more success with it on my Doom team, just because it created space with the evasion. So I don't think I need that nearly as much anymore. So I am debating on dropping it. I'm just not sure what to replace it with yet. I'd still like to have a water type in the slot, but there's not a whole lot of water types that synergize with the team very well outside of Platamus. I could risk only having one water type because water's not even that great to stack right now because of how many toxics there are. Kind of get walled. So I'll put some thought into it. I think it would be nice to have a second, uh, either fire or a melee, and at least one wind. So like I could just throw Tolkien on the team. I think Tolkien. I don't like using Tolkien. I know it's strong in general, but I've never played it a whole lot to use it efficiently. It's just kind of a fire wind type that's got prio all the time. But it would go well with Sparks and kind of cover some of the things I'm weaker against. I guess I could go Tukai again. That fills the water and wind weakness or kind of hole that I have, and it synergizes well with Sparks. Problem is it loses so badly to Volphy. But yeah, like I said, I'll put some more thought into it. As for right now, just gonna continue the Pookie Umber radar we're on, queue up for a few matches, and then call it. Not gonna be a super long stream. Probably play another like 5 or 6 games, and just call it. I know I said I was gonna try mix on a more offensive team after last stream, and I do plan to do that at some point. I just finding a slot for mix on an offensive team's kind of weird. You need a sort of mid-range team, I would imagine. Am I cooking now? Nothing new today. Just giving a target rep another day since I still find it one of the most entertaining teams in the game. But I'm potentially gonna throw mix on just kind of like a mid-range aggro core. We'll have to see. 'Cause I think mix's typing is super strong. And it forces your opponent to think every single turn of, are they going to swap in mix? Will this knock it into Puppet Master? Will they redirect their attack using Puppet Master if I'm already knocked in? Do I have to click a spread move? And that might turn the tides in my favor at some point. Alright, we're going up against Shirk. Looks like he's got a pretty slow and bulky team. Not something I'm a huge fan of facing. If Tortonite gets banned, I would want to ban Nidrasil, so being on blue side this matchup actually hurts kind of bad. I'm gonna ban the Volaran because I don't know if it's Strange Vest or not, and if it's not, it's a huge special wall that I don't want to deal with. Don't need to think when you have AoE. AoE attacks are usually weaker though. But yeah, I know. Like, Mix isn't going to be top tier, but it might be a nice option to slot. And give it a try at least. Because most teams, it's not like they're packing tons of AoE. Like, this one's probably... I mean, this one looks like it has more than usual, but if you ever get on a board that doesn't have AoE, you can just throw a refresh, and then all of a sudden, your Mix is +2 and requires attention. Han, thank you for the sub. I appreciate it. Enjoy the new emotes. Garavolt's kind of interesting here. I'm not too afraid of the Volphy. I'm not sure how offensively invested the Scaravolt's gonna be. If it can, if it double into my Chromion gets up below half, that could be bad. Even though I resist both of Volphy's stabs. Okay. Gonna pick Platamus. He's got two pretty bulky toxic Tems, Ninjasil, Calibus. Gonna bring Tortonite for sure because of that. Yeah, look at that. I'm sure he's gonna pick Magmud as his last slot to... I guess... I would imagine he picks Magmud. We're gonna go Auhi. Auhi can put things to sleep. Also, it can lower special defense with Psywave, which is nice. Oh, it's a half full Scarable. Shoot. I was thinking it was good friend. This thing looked really bulky. Like, it looked like a really bulky team. Oh, he's got Kaleidoscope on the Volphy. So that just became a huge problem. Okay. I have reset on Obi. So I can just wipe that whole thing. Maliro, hello, welcome. I didn't want to have to bother killing the Volphy because it's just not a threat. But if it's got Lifeful Sap, it becomes a threat. very quickly. That's not enough to 2-hit KO. That sucks. Please don't have... Oh, he's going for the Obi, okay. He's got Sludge Gift on the Volphy, which like every Sludge Gift does, or every Volphy has. It's gonna outspeed, he can kill my Obi if he stays in with Scaravolt. But I'd imagine he doesn't stay in with Scaravolt because he knows I have reset. Turns into a 50-50 like already. If he has... Like, I could swap out Obi, but if he has Meteor Swarm or something, that's gonna hurt really bad. And I really don't have health to afford. This is like, does the Scaravolt stay in, or does it swap out? Entire game determined by this. I'm gonna assume it'll swap. And it stayed in. Come on, dude, I have reset. You can't do that. Like, your entire Scaravolt is just useless if I reset. Okay. I was faster than his Volphy. So it's not over. We're gonna reset and hologram. Buy us a little bit of time. Hopefully dodge the fire tornado. Alright, Scaravolt's useless now. Obi did its job. Electric Storm. Ah, okay. A bit sad, but we did what we needed to. Pharaoh, hello, welcome. I did wish I got another Sparks off on the Chromion, but I really didn't have time to. Gravel swaps out, Nidrasil comes in, that's fine. Mom's lunch is a bit sad. I'll look at swapping out my Chromion after this, but this is a nice binary flood. That is not that nice. That's like 1,000 bulk TVs on both of these. I hate Toxics. I need a win on this team so bad. Alright. I'm prepared for this though. I have Tortonite. This is why I have Tort on this team. Oh, Magma. Oh, dang. Side Spores into Magma. Spec Gulp and Nut Bar, I'm assuming. I'm gonna click Aqua Bullet first. I'm gonna go Rotten Goo. Disable its item. I guess I don't know what the item is for sure yet. He does have Charcoal Wall. Dang it! Arc Shield. I don't have any physical attackers on my team. He's just, I guess, he maybe thought how he was. Kind of good now. Yeah, it would be, for sure. I don't run into that many situations where I wish I could use it. But this would definitely be one of those. If I can get rid of Nidrasil and just create a 1v1 situation with Magma, I can probably deal with it. Just because it doesn't have any stamina. Thing's back up to full health and I got nothing to do against it. Oh, thing's got matcha? Okay, so it will be an issue. Swap an Auhi. Auhi can put it to sleep, buy some time. Get the hold off of Psywave, which is nice too. Without Nidrasil, he really doesn't have any great ways to heal up. You know, outside of his Magma, it's natural healing. The emotes are cute. Yeah, I love them. They're adorable. He does swap Calibus. Stacks the Nid. I was wondering if he'd do that, I just couldn't say for sure. And I wasn't able to kill the Calibus alone, is the issue. It does exhaust him pretty bad. My fake beard, this is the last time I'm going to get it on Platamus. Okay. Sorry, I'm thinking so hard about this match that I'm not talking much. I'm gonna ignore the Calibus for now. Calibus in a 1v1 against Platimus can't do much. This Magma doesn't have any offensive scaling built up, so I can still deal some solid damage to it. Or it won't be able to kill me like soon enough, because Aohi resists both of its stabs. Okay. Ah! I wondered if he'd swap. Dang it, that's so bad for me. I could have killed there, but I needed him not to swap, and if he did swap, I would have wanted to click something else, but I just didn't know. I don't have any great ways to deal with the Scaravolt right now either. I wanted to lower its special defense with Aohi. He's trying to get Water Jet hold off on his Calibus. How's special Aohi? I like special Aohi. It's always my preferred Aohi. It's more like a support slash a cleaner. Its offensive set's just a cleaner, but it's able to support so much better with Psywave and Burn. I don't have enough stamina here. Waxing both of my Tems here is pretty bad. I don't have a whole lot of options. He just has like 900 plus defensive and bulk invest on all of his Tems. I don't have any great way to deal with that. Yeah, and that still kills. GG. Yeah. That Charcoal Wall Spec Gulp Magma. I probably should have banned that over the Volar End. I didn't know for sure if that's what it was going to be. If it wasn't, I wasn't afraid of it. GG's. That team is rough. That's just taking raw stat value right there. I have no idea why they buffed Magmut's bulk in the last patch. Did not need it. Alright, another quick match. Zavixi. And I feel like everyone's just slowing down their play and just going for more stallier type teams. Just because like you can punish the teams that don't invest 500 in offense that way, but also you just get straight up more value from toxic ticks and whatever other true damage you can get done. Everything needs more bulk. That's how they sharpen Tem's identities. It's just seems to be what they're going with. Oh, Barnshee's not played? Well, maybe if we give it 20 BST in bulk, it'll be played more. Well, you're not wrong, but it's just a new flavor of what kind of defensive Tem do you want on your team. Alright. I'm too afraid of Tornite instantly. Still have. Still don't like Vola. Special tank. Just don't feel like dealing with it. Belly, hello, welcome. Taking a break this season. Probably no reason to play the patch unless peeps want to do Tem CS. Yeah. Yeah, this is it's not a good balanced patch. I thought there would be some more interesting, fun things available, but it's not turning out that way. It's not like there's nothing, but it's kind of few and far between. The settling amphitheater change was great. I think overall the Chromion changes were good, but nothing crazy. Some Koishas got good stuff, others got screwed over. I just wish that they would take a bigger look at the more meta Tems, the top tiers. People say they don't need nerfs and it's the good balance direction, but every game is the same. It's just, are my numbers higher than yours? I try and do a Sparks team to supplement that so I can have higher numbers, and it still just isn't enough. So it's rough. See if this mix has HP or Spadef invest. This should always kill at base. I know I invest pure defense in mine. Okay. It has at least HP, maybe special defense invest. It doubles the Chromium. Smart. I should have just plasma beamed the mix. If I knew that it wasn't a bulky mix, I could have gotten away with that real easy. I thought it. I don't know. I don't agree with investing in HP and mix because you still die to a sludge gift and a dust vortex and Volphy, and a fiery soul from a heater tokens won't even put you in range, and that's just over. But it catches you off guard when you're expecting a mix to be squishier on the special side, and then it's not. So mid-range bulk. Really? But like I feel like you missed out on so many special breakpoints by doing that. You still see people C-spiking themselves? Yeah, that's crazy to me. Wow, I could have binary flooded? That's nuts. He's playing so ridiculously risky. Like I don't particularly need the Chromion for anything. I guess it's kind of nice against Volphy, but I still have Amphitheater in the back. I don't know. Also, I'm surprised to see you running Horror over Denigrate. I know it's kind of fun for the memes, but Denigrate's such a high value move. And it's really your only way to deal mental nuke damage. I feel like passing up on that's just a bit too difficult. Yeah, see now he goes for the Chromion. I should have plasma beamed. I didn't know if I was faster after 1T prison. I'm getting every guess wrong this game. I just that's rough. What are you gonna do into a Deluge Warrior combo? Bait. Yes. She did quite a bit of damage. Yes, Mr. Bossy, we do have new emotes. However, we're currently getting wrecked by stuff that I can't predict. Mix does swap out here. I know I have Toxic Gas. I have Bright Beam too. There's no reason that mix should have been that heavily invested in bulk. Zero reason. Nice new emotes, yes. They are all fantastic. I love them. Yep, Kana made them again, for sure. They all have the same style. I
Guess I thought it was self-explanatory, but I should have definitely given her credit. She made all the new emotes. I just made the follower ones in like 5 minutes. Low effort. I could have plagued and fiery soul to kill the Volphy there. What I really needed is a little bit of space so I can threaten the Venmet. And let Amphitheer get at least a little bit of stamina back. Imagine attack Auhi Matter Teleport here. I ran offensive Auhi. I ran Matter Teleport on my Auhi before. So it's not like I've never done it before. Swapping in the mix, of course. I should have doubled into Volphy. I just wanted a little bit of time. God, I hate mix because it's so vulnerable like this. It's just, yeah. Had I known, in a best of 3, I don't think I would lose this match because I would just Tesla prison the mix before hitting it with harmful, and what can he do about it? And then he doesn't even swap, so I could have just plagued and not been hit at all from the mix. That's so weird. Okay, he still doesn't finish me off. Does this even kill? I'm +2. No, it doesn't. So he still gets more mix value. I thought he was going to swap to Venmet last turn, because I couldn't kill the Venmet, so I wouldn't get... And then if you can't kill the Venmet, you can't kill the mix. Hello, Saloon. Welcome. Auhi Gaming? Yes, we are getting ruined by information. Lack of information. I mean, I can never beat Tort Knight with Amphitheer. It's not even the gear reveal. There's like 300 or 400 defensive invest in this, or special defense or HP invest in this mix. And this is the second time he's clicked refresh when I could have killed him. He's so greedy too. I don't know. I guess I'm just a little tilted today. I'm getting every single call wrong, and people are just running really weird stuff just to try and get some value. 900 bulk shirk again. Yeah, I think I have a better match into him after I know how his team plays. As soon as I know that that's an extreme bulk magma, I just ban the magma. Like, still don't know if the Volarend was Strange Vest or not. Could be an issue if it was. I mean, I guess the Scaravold still poses an issue. Because now that he knows I have reset, I have a harder time dealing with that. Well, I'd really like to have a second Earth on this team. Like, Momo just doesn't do anything. I'm just going to throw Grumper back on here and just take the extreme Earth weakness. Or something. Like, I could try Scavenger Cowrin. Acronox even. I don't need Cobweb. Book Lungs is fine. I end up with triple Toxic and a kind of bad wind weakness, but we've hardly seen any wins in the last couple of games. It's 221 breakpoint. I'd probably want more to speed creep Tolkien's, but I'm just kind of trying it out, so. They keep giving Acronox defenses too, so it's way bulkier than it should be. Put it in special defense. There's just a few more special threats in the game right now than physical ones. Maybe I should throw Drill on it just so I can deal with Inky Shell Ant combos. Doesn't get a lot of value from a whole lot of items. At least ones I have remaining. Iron coating, so I do more earth damage. That might be the play. Oh, no, double screen. Double screen. This is generally a good item. Helps me hit breakpoints that I didn't calc for, because I made the spread in 2 seconds. Meme. Alright, here's the quad toxic team I was looking for. Perfect. Rock deals with just too much of my team now that I added Acronox. I know I have a couple counters, but I just don't feel like risking that. I'll first pick Chromion if I get the chance because it has Tukma Mask. And it's still good into almost everything here. I'll be getting banned is fine. This is turning less and less into a target rep team anyways. I'd imagine this isn't Short Circuit Volgon because he's leading it with a Gorong. But it's not like there's a whole lot of synergies on this team either. It's probably just, I mean, I'm assuming he's doing the mom's lunch wrenching massage combo. Brody style, short circuit. Yeah, probably. I could kill the Gorong though. Like it shouldn't ever be able to kill me in one wrenching. I'm gonna ban the Cowrin, pick Tortonite and Acronox. I'm probably gonna pick Auhi. Mashuk's gonna be a problem. Nut bar. No gear reveal from the Volgon. Interesting. So it's not adrenaline shot. Or mom's lunch for that matter. I would like to just self-sparks Amphitheater right now. I don't know if it's short circuit, and I'm sick of having to guess every single thing every single game, and having turn ones with lack of information flip games. There's not enough tools in this game to come back from making a single mistake. I'll just play it safe, throw a Tesla just in case he swaps. It is not short circuit. And he's just doubling in. I think I live. Yeah. It's close, but I do live. Now it's just a question of does he have DC beam on Volgon? I can self Sparks Amphitheater now. Oh right, Rush. Yeah, that was okay. That one was on me. I just completely forgot Rush exists. Good time to bring in Tortonite though and start scaling that. So, that overall that wasn't too bad. I didn't have any. I couldn't do anything on Chromion anyways. There's no other play I could have made. Based on how much damage the Tesla Prison did for my Amphitheater, I'm assuming a +1 C spikes from this Tortonite will absolutely destroy this Gorong. Whatever it's got left, and it doesn't have any good swaps either. Volgon doesn't do anything on this board. Worst thing it can do is like Ampere. He's just gonna swap. Oh, now he has the mom's lunch. Amphitheater doesn't mind too much. Sparks is a cheap enough move, and I can cancel out the exhausted on my turret. That was closer than I thought, but it does go down. Hey, Mashuk is the only thing standing in my way of winning this game. I can't imagine it's going to be like a high speed investment shook based on the entire team looking pretty bulky. But if it is, that would throw me off. And I would wish I had Tesla Prisontier on my Amphitheater. But I suppose a Wastewater would probably just kill me anyways. Even if he swaps in Volgon to that slot, I did hit it with the Sea Spikes, and my Amphitheater won't die in one Rotten Goo. Lulu, hello, welcome. Alright, I outspeed with the Bright Beam, nice. That is a nice bunch of damage on that Platamus. Alright. Oh, it's good to get a win after the last couple frustrating losses. uh, a couple more still. Wasn't planning on streaming real long today. I mentioned it at the start of the stream too, but I'm actually probably going to take about a week off from streaming. I got some midterms this week, and then there's this kind of a little break for the end of the quarter, so I'm going to head home. I'm not going to lug my entire desktop and setup back there just for a couple days, so I figure I'll just take some days off and come back next week. Studying, I'm going for accounting. I'm in my last semester, so after December I'll be able to not have to worry about homework ever again. I'll just have to worry about normal work. Galabel. You standard meta team? Chromion's not banned, I banned Tolkien and picked Chromion first. Well, I guess I'm orange side, but that's fine. Getting the counter ban's really nice in this situation. Yeah, bye-bye. No? Just pick it. Like, it's your... It's either that or the Auhi, so he's a lot more free to bring Chimerian, I feel like. Tried to play Parium and Shook, but the time sucks without Tireless. Yeah, I feel like P-Jab alone just isn't enough value on the Tum when it can have so much more value by running Tireless. I think every time you run Parium Shook, it's just as a defense drop support. And stamina invest, yeah, that's fair too. Alright, that's pretty good. I can still ban Chimerian now. Or do I want to ban the... Yeah. I'd actually rather ban them as Shook. I just don't have enough melee counters on this team. I can at least hit Chimerian for neutral damage with lots of my Toxics. Like, even as a P-Jab or a Shield Turbo support, you should probably still go Tireless just because it's free stamina. Yeah. Yeah, the trait's just kind of power crept as the power level of everything else went down, I feel like. Because before, the game went too fast for Tireless to scale. Even now, it still goes pretty fast. Like, every single mistake is so punishing on both sides, I guess. I feel like there was just more damage before, maybe. But now everything is bulkier and invest less offensively so you can get away with. Different invests. Oh, I'm a bit surprised he's not picking the Platymus. I guess Acronox and Torque kind of wall it, so that's fair. My least favorite part about Volphy, like, it's not threatening to Chromion at all. The problem is that I can't use a harmful into binary because it just doesn't hit it. I'm gonna actually target the Volphy here because both Acronox and Tor can deal with Garunder. So what I want to do is free them up, and killing Volphy does so better. Shook's really strong in Toxic Wind meta. Walls of Toxics and use them as free turbo fodder. Yep. Hard to kill Mashuk, and if you don't, it kills your whole team. That's a pretty good summary of it. Woo, tuck my mask value. Bet you're wishing you sludge gifted the Chromion now, ain't ya? Surprised my Chromion took so much damage through the mask. It's not defensively invested at all. I think I had like 10 HP or something. The mask is mainly just to win the 0 offense invest Nidoso Calibus matchups, which are still really common. Started the stream with one, but had some bad. I learned. I gained information. Let's just leave it at that. But I mean, yeah, that's just how strong Toxics are. Like, the damage reduction on Tuckma Mask is 0, it's nothing. Chromion's still paper. I know, but it's not even just a Chromion thing. Toxics are still just like, they give too much value. Surprised you checked today and Chrome's physical bulk is lower than Volphy's. Yeah, its phys bulk is awful. The Isolate was a good play. I'm assuming his track has enough speed to outspeed my Chromion with Turbine. I would have loved to Plasma Beam to burn the Grinder so I don't die to the Paizo, but that's not a luxury I have. He's just letting me get chip on all of his threats. Tesla Turok. I wasn't expecting, well... So, I feel like most Turoks have like 200 speed to survive against... or to Turbine before Platymus can Aqua Bullet. And max speed Obi just doesn't surpass that, unfortunately. I wish it did. It just doesn't. I could have hologrammed if I knew he was going to swap too. Didn't have to be afraid of anything then. That was such a weird swap. I guess maybe he wanted to save his Turbine for Platymus, because if he killed there, I just bring in Platymus and Aqua Bullet. You know, the team's built around target up. You really source rep just people. Yeah, I don't. Okay, I don't have a lot of times where I feel like source rep would be that great. But I just don't have enough synergies with target rep that it's doing a whole lot. So I definitely am considering switching it around. I feel like I'm over predicting, giving my opponents too much credit right now since the ladder is relatively fresh. Well, I mean, I don't think ladder's really that fresh. I think this patch is basically just a mirror of last patch. Hardly anything's changed. And a lot of my opponents that I'm facing are higher ranked today. It's not like I'm facing new players. Man, I would love to click Toxic Gas here, assuming that the Chimerian is just going to click Glass Blade on the Obi. But if that's not the case, I'm going to be sad. I see that's the point. Like, is it going to click Glass Blade or is it going to click CPG? Because if he doubles into the Tortonite, it kills. See? He clicked CPG for some reason. When he could have guaranteed the kill on Obi with... Meta times are pretty much the same, but you feel like you generally see different teams. UQ, it's pretty much only fishing. Oh, I think people are just trying so desperately hard to break through the meta. I think that's really the main thing. Could be wrong though. Getting felt off and you get tilted. Yeah, I started the stream off pretty tilted, more than usual. I'm just, you know, I don't like the direction the game's been taking. I really wanted to be hopeful about this patch. I really like the settling amphitheater change. I think that was a good change. I think that's about where it stops. Waiting for them to give your Kapire 100 BST across the board. How much is worth hiding when we still need a bunch of bug fixes? Yeah. Bug fixes definitely don't help at all, yeah. Belly, thank you for the gift sub, I appreciate it. Voltaic charge Golzy. Yeah, I tried the reset crystal spikes, didn't work. I was -2 and Volfia still has Sludge Gift. He just... I got nothing. I, I got nothing. He does Oshi's, the Acronox, like, it just die. He's got a Garundra in the back I couldn't do anything against. Well, if we need Sludge Gift, no. It's just, it gets to do everything it wants to now instead of having a downside. Yeah, the problem with that, like, Acronox doesn't fit on my team. It just doesn't. It's too slow. Like, what I needed there was like a Sludge Gift. Like, I could try Scavenger Cower, and that's about the only other thought I have. But then you're just losing to every single Volphy. And Garrio's still not doing anything. I could try Turok, just like everyone else. I don't know. It's like it sucks to want to run an Earth type, and Volphy's your option. Like, there's just not enough reasons to run anything else. I even need handcuffs on the thing. We'll just throw a double screen on it too. Melee weakness is still pretty rough, but Drak is decent. I've never seen Drak. The only team I've seen Drak used on is teams that already have water weaks, and they're just like, well, that's okay. If my opponent has waters, I just lose anyways. Drak is too slow to outspeed anything it really wants to, and kind of gets outclassed on both of its types by other teams. Sus Volphy spread. Yeah, that's what happens when you make a spread in a minute. You know what? It's like a special attacking team. I like having high special attack. But the problem is, like, even with high special attack, I can't punish the players who just have 700 plus bulk in every single one of their attempts. So good players do stuff like, oh, I need more checks from Matt. If I face Tsubaki, yeah. I definitely think about that, but I usually think about it after my team's pretty much locked in, just to see if I can do moveset changes. I think Drak is good. I mean, it's hard to play fires and earths, or really just fires, in a meta where waters and earths are two of the most common types. Platymus, Oshiara, Volphy, Turok. That's why people run stuff like Tolkien, which avoids the earth weakness, and Hazrat, which avoids the water weakness. On top of them already being good tems. Like, if I get stuck with a Drakash in front of a Platymus, my options are either swap, hope to outpredict them by making a bad play, or do nothing. Tried to snipe me and got Genesect. Well, that's okay, I got Tsubaki. I know Tsubaki's on Strange vs Vola, so I don't need to ban that. Ban the Scara. My team doesn't actually fare well against Scara. I guess I have two Earth types now, so I didn't have to. Yeah, I probably should have banned Yowler. Oh well. Alright, I can bring my reset user, which helps. I can even bring Nature Chromion too. Ninja Still's gonna be a problem. Yowler's annoying too. Jen was on the exact same team as Tsubaki, or the same one as last patch. But I'm assuming like Tsubaki and Genesect are talking about like what's the optimal stall, so it's not surprising. Roughly, how would you build Charcoal Wall Magma? Is it all in HP Spadef? Honestly, I'm not exactly sure. I tried it, but it still felt kind of bad. Probably just because I don't have the stall player experience. What's the Scunch doing? Stonewall and 5 pph. I feel like with the Magma, you more or less just use it completely as a special wall and just buff its HP and Spadef. And then if you face special Tems, you just kind of win. If you face a physical Tem, you might not even want to pick it, and you'll want to pick your physical wall instead. Yeah, not allowing a Nigisil through without my Tortonite. I guess these last three Tems are just bad against Vola, so I should have probably still banned it. Oh well. You'd rather go against Tsubaki than Geno. Both are great players. Alright, let's see what I can possibly do here. So he's just going to double the O because it's a reset user. So Chromion's not in any immediate danger, but I'd also like to start scaling with Sparks. I think we're just going to try and experiment a little bit. I still don't know the perfect way to play this team against Stall. I think to have a better matchup into it, I need to drop Gario. That's what I'm fighting. Gario's just a liability on this team. It has all the same weaknesses, doesn't really have any additional strengths. I just never pick it anymore. Getting completely walled by two types and being 4x weak to one of them is just a really nasty combo. Turn of the broccoli. I don't know. It might be. I'll probably have broccoli and grumper on the mix team I build next. I still like the both of them. You run target rep with camo. It feels. I haven't. It's not like Obi gets status enough that it matters. I haven't done it because it just sounds like I would end up preventing more of my combos than anything. Oh, camouflage, Brock. I never have. Right, I think if this was a more special or physical meta, I would give it a try. But it's so heavily favored on special that I struggle. Also, Whip Obi. Whip Obi does not work. It's bugged right now where Whip does not interact with target rep. It's kind of unfortunate. Otherwise, I would be running that for sure. Well, maybe not because I have a Sparks team, but in general, I would. I have to try and hit the Karen so it can't doom me. I should have self-sparked Amphitheater, but oh well. Garmion, after one more Sparks, will be able to finish off Piranha. Karen, hurt moments, super bad, if not one. Probably do like 80-90% to it. He swaps out the Piranha. The moments, okay, interesting. I mean, I have to kill the Karen here, otherwise it's just gonna psychosis, and I can't allow that to happen. He doesn't have any mentals for Digi-Threat synergy I have to worry about. I wish I had Obi for burn support on the moments, but that's okay. Is it? I could gamble that one more Sparks with a synergy harmful will kill the moments. I'm just not sure. I could just throw a binary flood too. I'm not immediately threatened by the moments. Like I know like a plasma beam will probably hurt. I guess a plasma plus savage from Yowler would actually kill. It's gonna do binary, plague binary, and hope it kills. I guess. I think it will. Yeah, nice. This one should be a win. I guess he's just trying to save his Volerand. Based on how much damage the binary flood did, I know I won't die to a plasma beam. Question is, can I kill a Yowler? Because this was a harmful when I had one Sparks up. So harmful after 2 Sparks plus like a plague, I would hope kills. Kind of close. I think I got it. Nice. At least I tried to side revitalize. It's unfortunate. Hello, Light Cube. Welcome. Had a pretty mixed day today. Mixed results. More stall. Not on my end. I was gonna drop Gario. I don't know. I don't know what to swap Gario out for. Like the obvious answer would be Tolkien. Just so I have another fire and to have a wind. Or like I was saying, maybe Tukai even. But Tukai just every time I want to. Every time I want to run Tukai, it's just not that great. You snipe me? Alright, well good luck, have fun. Let's see. Valoran's probably an issue just because it's a special tank. I don't think this one's a Strange Vest. Banning out the Obi, okay. One of my electrics, so yeah, I definitely want to get rid of that Valoran. Wall's 3 of my Temps right now, anyways. Gotta get that fixed. I shouldn't have insta-queued. I gotta think more next time. Lights American Sniper. He does snipe me pretty often, for sure. Queues aren't exactly popular. I feel like the season kind of loses players every time a new one comes out, which is always a bit sad. I always hope there's a new influx of players to kind of make up for it, but it's never guaranteed. Be fun to see like a min speed Acronox and a max speed Ninja do a Toxic Ink into Venom spread, like I used to do with Orphil last season. Spider 2 with Sparks should be fun though. Fun it is. Problem is, it feels a bit subpar. Especially when it can't hit Volphy. I'm gonna ban Barnshee because I'm sacking Amphitheater on lead. And I don't want to have to deal with a wind mental with no electrics. Plat ban. Fair enough. Double Nature makes me not want to pick Volphy at all. But it might still be my better option. Yeah. Because Volphy can hit both of these. Gario can only hit one. Both get walled by the natures anyways. Yeah, the other thing with Tukai is I was starting to see a lot of Inkies. It's kind of died down. I'm seeing less, but they're still there. Shell and Inky combo. See if we can harmful the Acronox. He might swap. Whose fault is it? Who shared it? It was popular before I shared it. I was just... I'd rather equip new players with a team that's relatively easy to play. That they can enjoy and learn the game with. And be selfish. Ooh, interesting, he split. Yeah, I'm afraid of a Venom spread now. There's no electrics on the team. So I can't imagine he's running Rotten Goo. But you don't need to anymore since you have Sting anyways. So I would rather just get another Sparks than risk the Bright Beam. But if there wasn't a Venom spread, I could just Bright Beam, which would get the Arcanox in range to die to another harmful. Keeps Amphitheater alive to throw a Sparks on something like Tort though next turn. Also gets a settling boost if I decide to use it offensively. Or he'll use Nidrisil to kill Amphitheater, and that's fine too. Because that means Chromion +2 lives another turn. Yeah, alright, that works. Oh wow, I live. That's incredible. Maybe he's got a lot of speed in his Volcrane. He's just gonna hook. That'd be my guess. Just gonna do a binary. And I'm actually... You know, I will Sparks. I was debating on using Plague, since I'm +1 now. But Volcrane will be in range to die to a Sludge Gift next turn, so I don't need to worry about it too much. Ooh, interesting. What did he click? Maybe he's got, like, Embers? He clicked on Chromion? He does. Oh, that's fun. I lived, but the burn. An allergic spread to finish me off. Alright. Pretty close game still. I know that it's a slower Volcrane now. Don't have to worry about any prio or nothing. Just gonna throw a Sludge Gift. I'm putting the Nidrisil to sleep because I believe that it's gonna be a double swap to Saku and Piranha. If I put the Piranha to sleep, that means I won't be threatened by the Saku immediately. Or the Piranha, so I won't have to worry about swapping out without here or anything. Undermo, hello, welcome. I'm glad you like the new emotes. They are great, for sure. Piranha came in on that slot. Yeah, and the Nidrisil stayed in. That's a bit sad. Well, we'll make do. You can Hypno and Plague the Piranha now. If Piranha goes below half, then we just Plague the thing again. And then we get Ignis if it stays in. We can throw like a Fiery Soul the Nidrisil's way. Nidrisil swapped out though. Okay. The Volcrane. I was not watching the Piranha's HP to know if that... Well, that puts it in energy reserves. Gotta watch out for the Saku coming in. My safest play is to swap out Auhi, bring in Tortonite, and then just Sludge Gift the Volcrane. Just in case he like wakes up his own Piranhant and throws a Cold Geyser. The 94%. So it did 50. I know it was really close. I missed what it was the Sludge Gift that did damage to it. And I just don't know how much bulk the Piranhant has invested, if it was that close or not. Right. Volcrane stayed in. Please Nidrisil come in for no reason. Yeah. Alright, the reason I wanted Nidrisil to come in is so that I can very freely just Plague and Rotten Goo the Piranhant slot. Actually, I'm gonna Toxic Gas instead. Had Saku came into this slot, I would have had to worry about plaguing the Piranhant slot because if Saku came in, Nidrisil, it wouldn't have done anything to Nidrisil, and neither would the Rotten Goo have done much. So I would have wanted to use my turn differently. Hello, Workman, welcome. Like 10%. Double screen Saku. See how much this does. That was a lot. Now I can't imagine Saku would be able to one-shot me unless it's not Hand Fan. Even if it's Air Specialist Turbine, I should be able to survive. But I think I'm going to C-Spikes it anyways. And every time you don't Sludge Gift a Saku, you're missing out. Because if this thing survived with like 10 HP after the C-Spikes, I would be so sad. Because it would have been in Sludge Gift range then. I'm ignoring the Nidrisil because Auhi can come in and deal with it. And as long as I have either Volphy or Tortonite up against the Piranhants in the late game, I should be fine. Unless the Piranhant has a coverage move, like... Oh wow, it outsped. Oh wow, that did nothing. I was thinking I was going to take like 90%. Should have plagued. I'm actually going to swap to Auhi here. Because if Tortonite dies to the boomerang, I can. That's not what I was expecting. I was gonna say if Tort dies to the boomerang, then I still get Ignis, and if he doesn't die, I get it from Saku. First aid kit, that's normal. Still wish I knew though. This board can't do anything against Aohi though. So I should win. Higher one-shotting Volfuse is always great. Like after a heat up Blast Rush. I remember back before Volfuse invested as much defense invest as they do now. That was definitely fun. Does have ice cubes. Rip Aohi. I do have Volfie in the back though for one more Sludge Gift to finish off the Saku. GG. You know, it's a pretty low attack Saku, huh? I know you said you have some speed in it. I know it has speed in it because it outsped my Tortonite, but so you opted for HP and speed rather than bulk. Why did I click binary turn 3? Could have been punished so hard with a proper spread. Like a allergic spread? I was at that. I was just trying to like basically Chromion had already done everything it wanted to. Oh, I don't know. I guess I don't ever think the Volcranes are running an Earth move or a Fire move turn 1. Like I don't see Volcranes running Embers. I see Hook, maybe Soil Steam as turn 1 options. Stone Trench, Flaming Meteorite, and then usually it's Ninja as the last, so you have a priority that actually does damage. If you have a whole bunch of speed and Embers, you're not scaling with Hook and you're less scary. If Volcrane moveset changes all the time. Do any of them feel good? I haven't played a Volcrane since I got drilled by a Psypad Ice Cubes, so I've kind of been traumatized since then. Don't use scaling if you have burn ticks and efficient fire damage. Maybe. I feel like if you have that much speed, like you would have needed significant speed. Because my Chromion's 265. Then you wouldn't have taken hits nearly as well, and you would die to Sludge Gifts and stuff, so. Either way, good game. Good game. That's probably going to be my last one. I didn't have a whole lot of time today. So yeah, that is going to be it. Your Volcrane was 263. Oh, that was okay. That was actually really close then. I always hit the 265 breakpoint, but I also have 2 Tesla prisoners on my team, so it makes more sense. Seems kind of weird to hit the Volfie breakpoint when you don't even have Prio to challenge it with. Ah. Alright. Nothing counters. Thank you all so much for stopping by. Hope you enjoyed. I did mention earlier, I'm probably going to take about a week off from streaming. I have midterms this week, and I'm going home this weekend, and I'm not lugging my setup back. So just in case you missed it earlier, I am probably going... I'll probably have my next stream like Tuesday or Wednesday next week. but no guarantees there either. It's just going to depend on what my schedule turns into. So, sorry about that, but hopefully there's enough content on the channel for you guys to enjoy up until then. I did get some guides done. I did the 1.5 tier list. I put out some meta teams, and I even revived the in-depth guides series and did the first 10 Tems in the Tempedia fully evolved outside of Chromion, and went through some builds and explanations for those if anyone is interested. So, thank you all, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.